It's safe to say that AEW has handled the pandemic better than any other promotion in the whole world. While no wrestling promotion can ever deem to be perfect, AEW faces routine criticism and somehow overcomes it. What works best for AEW is that they have a variety of matches, whether that's technical wrestling, lucha libre, Japanese strong style, hardcore death matches, story-driven matches, cinematic matches, you name it, AEW do it. The most important thing about AEW is that wins and losses, they matter. I'm Camilio Salamander from WBPTV, and this is the best male wrestlers of AEW. Without further ado, let's cue that intro. Number 10, Ricky Starks. If you watch him during the modern day redemption of the NWA, then you just know how great he could have been. Once he delivered that awesome TNT Championship match against Cody Rhodes and got signed to an official contract with AEW, we knew Ricky was special. Ricky's all about the swag and crisp in-ring work, plus he just so happened to have one of the best songs in the company. AEW Stroke Daddy is a perfect blend of old and new school swagger. Number 9, Darby Allin. AEW's inimitable skateboarder is the ultimate risk taker, and he's always a joy to watch. Whenever the bell rings, everyone they know that he's probably gonna do something extremely risky. Now Darby, he may not be as tall or as bulky as his AEW peers, but he always make up for it with plenty of heart. Number 8, Jon Moxley. When Dean Ambrose let his WWE contract expire and returned to being Jon Moxley, no one was surprised when he turned up in AEW. I mean, it was an obvious fit. The second man to hold that title, Jon is doing some of the best work of his career, and one can only see him getting bigger and better over the next few years. Number 7, Orange Cassidy. The man has managed to amass all types of love and hatred, mainly due to his nonchalant attitude and sloth-like movement whenever he makes his way to the ring. Once he kicks things up a notch and actually cares enough to push it to the limit, he's actually a joy to watch. Number 6, Hangman Adam Page. It would be a disrespect to bring an honor to name Adam Page as a homegrown AEW star, but his time with the company has changed his career forever. The storyline of detaching himself from the Elite has showed Adam's character side in AEW. His recent altercations with the Elite indicates that there are bigger and better things in store for Hangman, and most importantly, he might, just might, defeat Kenny Omega at Full Gear 2021. Number 5, MJF. The heel character of MJF has become a huge success for AEW. He's now leading his own faction called the Pinnacle. MJF was showcasing this character in the Indies, but he's never had a platform to establish himself until AEW. The early signings showed just how much Tony Khan and the executive vice presidents believe in his potential. MJF has already been involved in major programs against the likes of Chris Jericho, Cody Rhodes, Jon Moxley, many more. But most importantly, he always held his own. Number 4, Cody Rhodes. The blonde-haired American Nightmare has invoked the spirit of his Hall of Fame father and morphed into the top babyface in AEW. His fiery promos have always popped the crowd. Also, his hype interest set the tone for his matches that are the best fusion of old and new school. Cody Rhodes had put on notice when he completed one of the best matches of 2019 against his own brother at Double or Nothing. In the months since, Cody had competed against most of the male roster in AEW, and he had put on great matches with every single last one of them. Number 3, FTR. Since leaving WWE, Cash and Dax have found their calling once again as one of the best tag teams in wrestling today. With their throwback 80s approach to in-ring work provides a nice change of pace from the rest of the AEW roster. Their matches against Jurassic Express, the Young Bucks, and the Lucha Brothers was tremendously awesome. And also, with Tully Blanchard by their side, FTR has quickly morphed into one of AEW's outstanding and equally feared teams. Number 2, Malakai Black. Malakai Black has debuted in AEW on July 7th, 2021 with an attack on Cody during the promo. Nevertheless, he made his big first impression by targeting the first family of AEW. This character is a far cry from the directionless, motivationless character that we saw in WWE. He's now a villain that found himself molding a persona that works for him and is benefiting him tremendously. Also, the booking hasn't been bad either. Number 1, The Elite. Kenny Omega gathers the world attention when he regularly delivered 5-star classics in New Japan. He pushed the envelope with his style of wrestling and pulled in a huge fan base due to his global stardom. Now Omega, he competed in some of the greatest matches in AEW this far, with the likes of Chris Jericho, Joey Janela, Jon Moxley, and the Young Bucks, to name a few. Omega is at the top of AEW food chain, and deservedly so. The spectacular tag team that's a part of this group is the Young Bucks, which consists of the Super Kicks Party's main hosts, Matt and Nick Jackson. Their strong body of work now feature a collection of incredible matches from AEW. They've taken everyone's breath away after competing against the top teams such as the Lucha Brothers, Private Party, and Kenny Omega and Adam Page, to name a few. Simply put, the Young Bucks are the cornerstone of AEW tag team division. And lastly, Adam Cole, the only man to give AEW their only loss in the Wednesday Night Wars, making his debut at the 2021 All Out event, taking everyone by shock. So far, Adam Cole has put on a spectacular match against Jungle Boy, and he has participated in some 6-man tag team matches with the Young Bucks. He still has a lot of time left here in AEW, so only time will tell. Will he be a future AEW World Champion? We will see. Do you agree with all this? Let us know who you would add in the comments below. Once again, I'm Camilio Salamander, signing off until the next one. What's up, everyone? I'm Camilio Salamander.
And I'm KB the Mark.
And together,
we some fucking marks.
Here you can catch everything in the world of wrestling.
That's right. Whether it's WWE, AEW, New Japan, you name it, we got it.
You can catch all new episodes every Sunday.
You can also catch us on iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts from.
Now, if you like us, like really like us, come and check us out on YouTube at WBPTV Wrestling. Once again, you can catch all new episodes every Sunday.
Now, what a way to end your week than to listen to the boys over here.
That's right. WBPTV presents the D&B Podcast. You don't want to miss it. And like always, we'll see you on the next one.
I started with nothing and came out a king. I've been the one that's been ballin' for rings. It's been me and my team and we chasing the green. My team be the shit, we ain't ballin' for free. My team be the shit, we ain't ballin' for free.